What up, 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 what up? How do I get the chat? Hide. There we go. What's up? How's everybody's Sunday? The chats. Oh, okay. There's a delay. Okay. We're good. Make sure. Yeah. Can everybody hear me good? I feel like I'm too close. Yeah, mine on my end on my phone is. Hold on. Trying to cause I'm trying to not see the chat on here. I always forget about the iPad. The camera's over here. It's not up top. All right, here we go. There we go. Now we're up to date. Hey, Candy. Diaz, I'm gonna get on a counter wrench. I don't know what's going on. I went into my settings. Also went into my Google settings, and there's 3 people on there that are blocked, but you are not one of them. As moderator. All right, try it. Type in the chat, Diaz, and see if that will let you. Jehu, what up, homie? How are you, man? I hope you're doing well. Let's get some more people. Get some more people in here, and then we'll let's catch up a little bit. I heard there's a lot been going on in the gig tube space. I popped into Ron's last night, not on the live, but on the I was in the chat and chopped it up with them guys for a little bit. And they were telling me a bunch of stuff, what's been going on. Some of it, they wouldn't mention their names or anything, so I didn't, I don't really know what's going on. I went over to Eric's today, chopped it up over there for a little bit. I actually spoke to him on the phone before I went to his live, talked to him a little bit. And he kind of gave me a rundown on, what's been going on with his channel and all that stuff. Yeah. Diaz said, oh, well. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'll keep looking into it, because Roy actually told me one time that there was a way to, go onto YouTube, that you can block people on YouTube, and it won't show up in your Google. Or maybe it was Cherry that told me that. I can't remember. It was one of the two. But, yeah, if they show up, I'll ask them about that. Eric, what up, dog? Eric, that cart you had today, when I was on your live or whatever, when I was in your chat, it was loud. I mean, that thing, I don't know if you had your phone down by the handles or something, but it was clunk, 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 clunk. It was so loud. Candy said, drama. DS said Eric's channel's popping off. Is it? Let's go see what Eric's at right now. Let's go see. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Stardashians. What's old Eric Money Star at right now? 604. 604. Only 396 more to go, man. You got that 1,000. Hit that 1,000 mark. I promise you, once you get to about 700-800, it flies by. It's usually how it seems. Seems like that's the way for a lot of creators. You get to about 700-800. It seems like the next 200-300, they fly right by. But you'll also get support from like other channels and stuff like that that'll push your content and stuff like that, trying to help you hit the 1,000. Candy said French fry. Did you say French fries? French fries. What do you mean French fries? Jehu. Eric might be. Oh no, dude, you're good. Yeah, that's what even Candy was saying in chat. Like she's like, man, that cart, you picked like the worst cart. 600. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Once you hit that 1,000, I mean, it's a nice feeling, man. It's a nice feeling. It's like knowing like you hit your first accomplishment. You feel like is 500, because you know you can get the super chats and you can get the memberships at 500. But hitting that 1,000, knowing that you can be fully eligible for monetization, it's a good feeling to start. To start with. Hey, that's me. A lot of videos, bro. What do you mean a lot of videos? Hard work, just like you told me. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I told you, and I've told Ron this, I've told everybody this, even Hector, and I've even heard Cherry tell people this. The thing is being consistent. You have to be consistent. I'm not one to preach because I'm not consistent. I'll get more into that here in a little bit. But anyways, yeah, so the main thing is like, if you look at Chuck from Dashing Across America, okay, he will post every single day at the same exact time. I believe Pedro does the same thing. A lot of guys that are doing the edited stuff, they post on the same times. What's another one? Travel JB, he posts, I think he's changed his, but maybe not. He was posting two or three times a week on the same days, same times. The main thing is consistency. These like gnats, whatever they are annoying. I need to light one of these salmonella candles. Also, if you see a car come flying by me, one of my buddies is on his way. I gotta do a sway bar end links on his car. So, but I just wanted to do a quick live and chop it up with you guys and say what's up. But yeah, Eric, just stay consistent. Stay consistent. Like I told you, also master the shorts. Shorts, you will get a lot of views, and you'll grow some subs that way. Diaz said, "Is the Bud Soda beef squashed?" Dog, I never had a problem with him, bro. That's the crazy thing. Like, my thing was, it was just like, I feel like we could talk about this now. So like, he wasn't like following the rules of like the giveaway or whatever. So it was like kind of annoying. Like, and everybody understood like on my side because they're like, I even like basically laid it out a blueprint of what you needed to do with like even screenshots on the live or on the short or whatever. And then he got mad, because I didn't put him in, and I'm like, dude, you didn't follow the rules, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, there's nothing there, I mean, at all. All fries for Jehu. Great brother Ricky, what's up? Yeah, I know you were over on Ron's. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna get back to doing the lives like once a week. We'll just do like 6 o'clock every Sunday probably, depending on my schedule. But I think that'll be something that'll be pretty cool. We can just hang out for a little bit and chop it up. Diaz said he said Hector won because it was rigged. Man, that wasn't rigged, dude. That was that was one of those. My dog is going crazy. It was one of those you name generator wheels. Jehu said thank you, Candy. All right. So I haven't been doing much DoorDash. I got a full-time job, so I work at a company that they build sewer trucks from like the ground up. When they come into our warehouse, they are like a rolling chassis. They can be small trucks, big trucks, anything. You got to build them from the cabs there, the frames there, the wheels are there, the motors there, all that stuff. but you got to build everything from the frame up. Um, so I was hired on there as a mechanic to build that stuff, and um, it was a good opportunity. I'm also going to be switching to the paint department within like the next 4 months, probably. They're building a paint booth at another location that they just bought, and I will be switching to that. But that's basically why I haven't been doing DoorDash. I mean, I'll do it here and there, like on the weekends or like at nighttime sometimes. But for the most part, it's basically whenever it's busy is when I'm doing it. Yeah, I mean, it got to the point to where in our market, I don't know if it had a lot to do with like a lot of college kids and like stuff like that, being home. So it was harder to make consistent money, no matter how much I stayed out. But then I also found out once the tier dropped that it was super hard. Or not super hard. I was working way more to make less money. Um, like this time last year, I would average anywhere from 13 to 1500 a week. Um, and that was for like 3 months straight. Um, this year, there was weeks I would hit $500-600, and I'd be sitting in my car for hours and hours and hours on end. If you don't keep your acceptance rate high in my market for that platinum tier, um, you just see nothing but trash orders. We have a guy in our market that actually, um, we have a guy in our market actually that used to like. I've talked about him on one of the other lives in the past. He had like 3 or 4 accounts, and he would run them all at the same time. And he had on all of his accounts, it was like a 15, a 12, a 17% AR on all of them. And he has actually adapted to now being above 70. And but the downfall with him is his customer rating is so low. Like he's at like 4.6, 4.7. But he's adapted. He tried to go get a job. He had a job for like 3 weeks, and then working at a Mexican restaurant, and he said he fucking hated it. So um, he went back to gig work to doing DoorDash, and he just adapted. And he told me last week, I think I talked to him, or the week before last, um, when I saw him on a Sunday. I saw him on a Saturday or a Sunday. I can't remember which it was, but he was at 1,200 for the week, and he already worked like 60 some hours, 5 hours. So, and that wasn't counting Saturday and Sunday that he had to log as well. So, um, yeah, I mean, times have changed. I mean, even Diaz in my last live, when I was chopping it up with him for a little bit, he told me that Welty even got a W-2. I mean, it's just like, that's just how it is, man. Andy Williams, hello, Candy sent me. Oh, thank you, Candy. Appreciate it. Oh, hey, Tracy. Is that Tracy? It's Peachy J. There we go. Hey, Matt, welcome back. Appreciate it, Tracy. The Bears should be entertaining. The Bears should be entertaining this year, dude. I watched the highlights of Caleb Williams yesterday, or this morning, from yesterday's game, and that throw that he made where he broke away from the defense, and went clear around and made a throw like falling out of bounds, like towards out of bounds, like this, and like through a dot. Like, dude, he's everything that. He just needs to get help. I mean, if he's got a line to protect him, and they can get a good running game around him, like, I don't watch the Bears. Pedro's a Bears fan, I believe. He would know more than me, but yeah, good thing for the Bears this year. I know I heard on Madden they're cracked, like with him. Candy said nails. Rydell said DoorDash is trash. Yeah, so prime example. For those of you that know, like you guys know Rydell and stuff, Blaze, he works in my market and he's one of my good buddies. And my phone's like glitching. He's completely like basically shut DoorDash off. He's not doing it. He's saying screw it. He's completely switched to just doing Spark. He's doing DoorDash, but it's literally just for like gas money because on Spark you get paid once a week. So yeah, he just uses his DoorDash, here and there to cover his gas, and that's it. What did you make this week on Spark? Because he told me earlier that he's drove less miles than what he would have if he was doing DoorDash. But the downfall with that is, what a lot of with Spark, that there is a lot of downtime. It's like a lot of wait time between orders. DS said hashtag W2. Eric said, Andy Williams, this guy's looking swole. Not even close. Rydell said you need a mid 80s or better. Yeah, you do. I mean, in our market, you have to have a mid 80s. If you don't have a mid 80s, you're not going to sustain because of the fact that all these drivers have 90%. They're taking every order. And so on my phone, the quality looks like super, like, grainy. Can you guys hear me okay? Do I look fine? Might need to turn my Wi-Fi off. Let's try that. Hold on. Clear it up. Yeah, all right, we're good. All right. Hector Hustles, what's going on, Matt? What's up, dude? Saw you over on Ron's the last few days. You guys are killing it over there. DS said even Uber rideshare has gone to a tier system, and at a lower tier, all I see is $3 to $7 offers. That's crazy. That's wild. Like, just to think that. Also, shout out to the 20 people that are here. 24. Appreciate you all being here. If you can, hit the thumbs up. It's free. It costs you nothing. Like I said earlier, before a lot of you got in here, I think I'm going to do these every Sunday. We're going to do them at 6, maybe 6:30. But we'll just do these like weekly BS sessions and just chop it up, stuff like that. So, but yeah, Diaz, that's crazy to think. I never did Uber rideshare, but I know a lot of people that have, with me meeting a lot of people on here. So, like, just to see the fact that it would be a lot of $3, $7 orders is just atrocious. Eric said he's going to North Carolina tomorrow. Hector Hustles, hey, Matt, are you still doing DoorDash? Yeah, you must have came in after I talked about it. So, I'm doing it sporadically. I got a job working with a company that builds sewer trucks. And they hired me on as a mechanic, and I am, in about 4 months, I'm going to the paint department, and I'll be painting like chassis parts, a lot of parts like the boom that goes on the top of the boxes, tanks, anything. Like, I'll be doing all that stuff. Rydell said Matt got a job. What part of North Carolina are you going to, Eric? He said Statesville. Well, be careful on your trip, Eric. Them fuckers are bad. They fucking itch like crazy, don't they? Like fucking pecker gnats, some shit like that. We played in a national softball tournament 2 weeks ago, I think it was. And we took second place at the tournament. Can't really see it, but we got second place. And then my buddy that's beside me, he's over here. And me and another guy, we got all tournament team. There was 39 teams? Something like that, 40 teams. And we took second. We ran into an Amish team at the end. Leading up to this point, we've already played 4 games on Sunday. So leading into those 2 games, we were just gassed. We played them the first game. We had to beat them twice. We beat them the first game, and then the second game they put it on us. But we were just dead. We just ran out of gas. We ran out of full steam. But we have a world tournament this weekend in Columbus, Ohio. that's going to be close to like 90 to 100 teams. But we're ranked like number 7 or something like that in the state. So we have a really good team. We're playing like our team chemistry is like coming together at like the perfect time. Rydell said those aren't pecker gnats. So Rydell was here last night, and I did his oil change and stuff like that. And we were having this debate about this. I don't know what they are. It's like mosquitoes, something. I don't know. But like my whole backyard's like pretty much dirt because I don't get sun back here because of the trees. So what's been going on in the world of YouTube and DoorDash? Anybody got to fill me in on anything or anything I'm missing out on? Yeah, these are fucking mosquitoes, bro. Look at that. You see that thing? Die, motherfucker. Motherfucker. So I guess you would call them mosquitoes, maybe? Fool's taking every order. Yeah, I mean, people that are doing it in our market, they are. A lot of the orders I saw today were bad. I expected to see some good orders today. But I didn't. I think the best order I saw was like $13.50 for 8 miles, and that was only because it was heading back into Ohio, going home. So I was like, I'll just take it. But outside of that, the orders today were not good. I saw a lot of stacks that were terrible miles to money. Um, I delivered a large catering order today, which it wasn't a catering order. It was just a large order, but it came up. You know, the new screens, they say large order catering, right? Well, anyways, it was over like $180 worth of this pizza place. It's called DePaulo's or DeCarlo's or something like that. And it was, I think I got a screenshot of it here. It had, okay. So it had a buffalo chicken calzone, a build your own calzone, 4 pinwheels, Italian calzone, 2 buffalo chicken calzones, 2 pepperoni calzones, another buffalo chicken calzone, an Italian calzone, 1 dozen bone-in wings, and 4 veggie rolls. Plus they had drinks. So, and of course it doesn't tell me the subtotal at the bottom. It just says 0. But anyways, they tipped me $5 for all that food going to a hospital. It's terrible. I had to wait a little bit, but it wasn't too long. Here's what it looked like when I was done. So all the calzones, pepperoni rolls, everything was in there, and then the bone-in wings are on top on the white. Yeah. It went to the hospital, and once I saw that it was going to the hospital, I was like, man, that's crazy. Hold on, I need to go back. You guys are probably talking in the chat, and I'm not. Okay, no, you're not. All right, we're good. But yeah, so that's basically what I was seeing all day today. I'll show you my stats. So right now, these are my stats on DoorDash. 82 acceptance, 97 completion, 4.93 customer, and delivery in the last 30 days is 246. So before I started that job a couple weeks ago, I was at I was at like 400 and some deliveries for 30 days. So I knew that I didn't have to worry about the platinum stuff for a while because I was doing, 20 to 30 deliveries a day. So I knew that, I would be fine. Now, also, how I'm looking at this is to maintain the whole platinum status. So you have to do, 100 deliveries a month, okay, to hold that platinum status, right? So, yeah, I only made $54 today. So, but, anyways, so, hold on, let me get back here to the, all right. So, anyways, I factor it in, that's 4 weeks out of the month. So, that's 25 deliveries that I have to do a week. With me working Monday through Friday, if I do some DoorDash in the night or 1 or 2 days on the weekend, I can hit those 25 deliveries. So that's not a problem. So to break that down to hit that 100 deliveries a month, I just have to average 25 deliveries a week, which is doable. Shout out to the $5 drivers. Yeah, I mean it was a $7 order, but yeah, they only tipped $5. I also saw a Dairy Queen and what was that? Dairy Queen and shit, I can't think of what it was now. Dairy Queen and something else. Might have been Applebee's or something. But regardless, it was 2 restaurants. It was Taco Bell and Dairy Queen. When I got there, the freeze was completely melted. It was basically juice. There was like that much freeze in the bottom, and the rest of the cup was juice. It was sitting on the counter for so long. The base pay on that ended up being like $7. And I only drove like 4 miles. So ended up, it had no tip on it. So yeah, they did not tip on either of the orders. Right, also to keep those stats is harder than ever now. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's hard because of the fact that, we're dealing with a lot of drivers that have, mid 80s to low 90s. When I talked to Eric on the phone earlier, I was kind of explaining them because we were talking about how DoorDash has been in his market and stuff like that. And he asked me how it's been and stuff like that. And I said, well, what's tough is if I'm not in the mid 80s to high 80s, which don't get me wrong, it's tough to get to the 90s, but if you're not in the mid 80s to high 80s in our market, you just don't see the good orders, the whole high pay orders. You're seeing a lot of like $4 to $7, $4 to $8 orders. You're not seeing a lot of plus orders. You're seeing, they're not good. Eric said, that's me, $5 driver. Diaz said, will a change in the White House save gig work? I'm not big on speaking on politics or religion, but I do think so, yes. I think, 8 years ago to 4 years on his term, the first time, I think the economy was in a better place. But also, at the end of the day, though, you also got to factor in, too, that doesn't control the fact that the app is still paying us $2 for an order, and the customers are still backing out tips. They should be paying us more base pay when a customer doesn't at least pay, a bare minimum for a tip. I know I've seen in the past everybody's like, oh, I want $2.50 a mile, $1.75 a mile. Like, in our market, we were doing $1 a mile like most of the time because we knew we would catch something on the way back before we made it back, clear back to the zone. And anymore, especially with the way gas prices are, I mean, here in Marietta, Ohio, gas prices are like $3.59. You go over into West Virginia, literally 10 minutes over into where I was working today in Vienna, West Virginia, and gas at Sam's Club is $3.03. So you're talking almost a 60-cent difference just in 10 minutes. Like, they are gouging here in Ohio. Like, it's crazy. All of Ohio, all of like this part of Ohio is expensive. $2 gas would be nice. Yes, that would be. Do I ever think it would get back to that? No. I remember last year, Rydell, you can correct me on this if I'm wrong. I think it was 4th of July. So last year on 4th of July, I didn't get gas that day from Sheets, but Rydell did. He actually got it on like before all the people showed up. But last year, Sheets ran a promo. Like I said, I believe it was on 4th of July, and gas was like $1.78 for the whole like, Declaration of Independence thing, whatever. I think it was whatever. That's what they were kind of trying to go for, and Sheets was literally backed up for like 12 to 14 hours, just clear backed up. There's 2 Sheets in our area in West Virginia, and they were backed up. They had cops everywhere directing traffic. Like, it was crazy. People were taking 5 and 6 gas cans and stuff like that, filling like multiple vehicles up. It was crazy. Eric said, heck yeah. Rydell said Marietta is bougie. It's just, I don't know. It is a different scenery, I guess you could say. You don't have as many of the crackheads and stuff like that like you do up in Parkersburg. DS said, LOL, just to save $40. Yeah, and it was crazy. These people were going nuts. They literally was backed up at least a couple miles down the roads, and at our Sheets they only have the one by the highway is maybe 8 pumps, maybe a couple of them's diesel, but the other one has I think 10. So you're talking like 18 pumps between the two. So like to run that promo, like you don't have enough pumps to get all those people in and out in a timely fashion. It's not like a Buc-ee's or something like that. What's up, Ken? It's nice to see you again. Yeah, you too, man. I appreciate you stopping by. We're gonna try and do these every Sunday. We're trying to do them like every Sunday, like maybe 6:30 once a week. We'll just have like a little chill session, hangout session, chop it up. Try and get back in the groove of things. Thought you was restreaming Boots live again. Oh, no. Okay, so for those of you that do not know, most of you know, but anyways, so I'm a mod on his channel for his StreamYard. I have powers. Basically what I'm doing is I've just been letting him cross stream to my channel. Now it's just kind of like it just happens, like it just happens. But before I was doing it because I was trying to draw viewers over to his channel to the lives, right? But I set it up in his StreamYard to where as soon as he hits live, it just goes to both channels, So yeah. But now the views from my channel that he's getting are like super low. I mean, like they're in like the single digits. They're like 6, 7, 8, 9. Sometimes it's 15. It's not very many. So it worked. So a lot of the people that was watching from my channel have either ventured over to his channel or whatnot. So, but yeah, it's just basically it's just how it is on his channel. I have it set up that way. So yeah. Rydell said, nah, them fools in Marriott are stuck up. He will not work here. He's came up here. The one day he came up here, he delivered a catering order up here, left the hospital, got another catering order, then dropped that off, and then got another catering order. Like, if he was close to me, I probably would have tried to fist fight him. I was that mad. Like, we had some words over the phone that day. He's like, man, you're being salty. I was like, nah, fuck you. You're out here, you just made like $80 in 20 minutes. I was fucking mad as fuck. Ken said, I was going to your chat asking when you're going to come back, but here you are. Yeah. So like I said, I'm going to do these every Sunday. I want to kind of get in the routine of doing this. Like I said, every Sunday around 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. and then the views are going to go up and down, but I think we'll get back into the groove here. As far as DoorDash content, I may make a ride along here and there. I don't want to make any promises because I'm not sure. But yeah, because like I said, I am working a full-time job, so I'm just using DoorDash as a filler to make extra money. Are you still cool with Hector? I've never had a problem with Hector and I never had a falling out or anything. I just him and he knew why I stepped away from YouTube. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've popped over on his. Like, listen, here's the thing. I don't even really get on YouTube that much anymore. Um, since I stepped away from like the content creator side of it, um, if I do get on, I'm either one looking up something on a vehicle, like how to fix something on a car, if I'm fixing somebody's car. Like prime example, I just did my buddy's wheel bearings a few weeks ago on his Nissan in the rear. And I've never done them before on that car. So I mean, yeah, I'm looking up stuff like that. I bought a couple cars, within the last couple months, because I was gonna try and do like the whole flipping cars thing, and um, it was just I flipped two. The first one I flipped successfully. The second one, I barely broke even. I made like 150 bucks, 200 bucks after it was all said and done. Um, but yeah, it's hard to buy used cars over Facebook because a lot of people either want too much for those cars, even if you try and talk them down, or you know they have just a complete shit bucket that you're gonna have to put a bunch of money into, and you're not gonna make a profit. I did come across after I sold my last car, which was like a Honda Accord. Um, he actually went with me to get it. We drove like hour 15 minutes. He says like hour 15 minutes away, and in West Virginia, the dude outside was selling me the car had no shoes on. He's like, they were like some weirdos, and the guy's dad's like telling me all this shit, like, oh, I just put all these parts on here, da da da, and it's like, come to find out, his dad stole all these parts from his job. I guess his dad works at Advance or something, and he stole like the battery and like the fucking spark plugs and everything that like was put on this car. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I was like, yeah, all right. So I ended up buying the car for like 500 bucks, or no, 700. I think it was 700. I got the Lancer for 500, and then I got the Accord for 600 or 700 bucks. But yeah, so I did that. I I did some stuff to the Accord. It needed deep cleaned. I deep cleaned it, shampooed the interior, all that stuff. Um, I got 4 new injectors for it. I basically replaced everything from the flex pipe back on the exhaust. I replaced the flex pipe, I replaced the catalytic converter, and I replaced the muffler. That for some reason they put a Toyota muffler on a Honda, and it was a used muffler. Um, the catalytic converter that was on the car, so it was clogged, and then something happened to where the honeycomb inside the cat broke loose, and it pushed all that stuff to the back. So it was all in that muffler. So when I took it to my muffler guy, he's like, dude, he's like, your muffler's like clogged. He's like, you do need a cat. He's like, it's hollowed out, but because I already bought the cat. And he's like, I need you to come down here to look at this muffler. Tell me what you want me to do. I'm like, all right, I'll be right down. So I did a couple more orders, and then I went over there. He's like, you want me to cut it off? I was like, yeah, cut it off. So he cuts it off, and that thing, when it hit the ground, it literally sounded like you had like a concrete boulder and you just dropped it. Like it was just full of like just everything from the inside of that cat. It was crazy. And I was like, dude, what the hell? And he's like, has nowhere to go. So that's where it goes. It catches it all in the muffler. I was like, man, that's crazy. But yeah, so did that. Had 100, I think he only charged me like 130 bucks, 120 bucks to put that cat on. I bought the cat aftermarket on Amazon. A lot of the stuff I was getting on Amazon, or I also have a commercial account with AutoZone, and they take real good care of me. From where I had my business and stuff like that, I still have my account set up there. I have a charge account, all that stuff, and they take good care of me. Um, but yeah, I mean, I was keeping my costs low on my parts and stuff, but the cost of cars was just like, it was hard. But as I sold that Accord, um, oddly enough, I went to Ron's and was talking to Ron about it one night on his channel or whatever when I was out doing DoorDash in the evening, and we was talking about this company called Copart, and he was familiar with it because they're like real big in Michigan. Well, here in the state of Ohio, there's a city called, which it's a big city called Columbus. They have 4 yards in Columbus for Copart, right? So Copart is where a lot of your used cars from like, you know, your used car lots, stuff like that, if they can't sell a vehicle on their lot after so long and they want to just, you know, move it, they'll send it to like these Copart auctions. They'll do these auctions in waves. They'll have one every day for like a week, or they'll have them, you know, within 2 weeks, they'll have one every 3 days or every 2 days or something like that. You know in advance how many there is. You can see cars ahead of time, like a week in advance. And you can also buy the cars before they go to auction. So there's a buy it now price, or you can send an offer to the owner, which is usually, like I said, a car lot. Sometimes they are wrecked or salvaged vehicles, which is like they're going to be like insurance companies. There is repos, so if a car gets repoed, it will go there, and they'll have, you know, a certain price that they want for the vehicles. The banks will send them there, stuff like that. But yeah, so I found that out, and I was like, well, damn, like I wish I would have knew that before I started doing, you know, the Facebook cars, buying the Facebook cars, right? So, anyways, so I was like, all right. So I started looking into it, and I was like, what's up, Roy? Hey, actually, give me a second. Let me finish this part of the story, and then I have a question for you about, because you told me that one time about how to like unblock somebody through like YouTube or something like that. Because Diaz's main channel somehow got blocked, and I went into my Google and he's not blocked. But I think you told me before something about I have to go somewhere in YouTube and hit something. But anyway, so yeah, I found out about the Copart stuff, and you have to have yearly membership with Copart, and yeah, you have to have 100. I think it's $99 a year. You can bid on any vehicle up to like, I think it's $5,000. As many vehicles as you want. But yeah, so you know, in the future, I'm hoping that that's where I can lean towards, move towards. But as far as for this job, it is a good job. I mean, where they have me moving to with the paint and stuff like that, I mean, I've done the bodywork stuff for multiple years in a body shop. It's something I already know. It's nothing out of my realm that I don't know. So yeah. All right. So let's see. Ken said this is a good time for you because no one else is live around this time. Yeah, see, so that was the thing too. Like earlier, like I said, I was on Eric's. I wasn't on Eric's. I was in his chat, and some of the people were saying, you know, man, we'd like to see you go live again. Da da da. My thing with the live was like I just wanted to just catch up with people. I just want, like, kind of like what Roy does. You just have people, you know, you're just chopping it up with people and coming on and stuff like that. Not going to do a StreamYard, not right now. We're just going to do this where I can interact, stuff like that. And then we'll see how it goes from here on out. But we're going to try and do, like I said, for those of you that are just coming in or popping in and out, Sundays, same time, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right. Hector Mello is H03. Ken said, yeah, dude, I thought about getting a W-2 just for better benefits. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing, too. I mean, with this line of work, you know, I think somebody told me like they do offer benefits, but you can't afford them. You can't. I mean, you couldn't. Luis, so Matt, what's up? How are you not a mod on my channel? There you go. I didn't realize you were not a mod. But what's up, Luis? Roy said, welcome to the W2 world, my friend. Yeah. So, yeah, been doing it about 3 weeks. Like I said, it's been tough because my schedule is like 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. It was tough adjusting to getting up at like 4:50, 5 o'clock every morning. He gets up. What time do you get up to start work? Like 3, and you gotta be at the yard at 4. Yeah, so he works for waste management, and he like picks up trash and shit. And he's got to be up. He's got to leave his house, be up and leave his house at like 3:15, and be at the yard at 4 a.m. Like crazy, 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 crazy. Like, I could not do that. I thought 6 was bad. Waking up at 5. Okay, you said you have to go into the desktop YouTube studio, then go to community. I'm gonna screenshot this. Okay, you said you have to go into desktop, YouTube Studio, then go to the community and look in the block channel list. Okay, I remember now. When you told me that, okay, yeah, because the last time I had to, I think I did it with Cherry, pause, it was the same thing. I had to do that, yeah. So, all right, Diaz, yes, I will get that taken care of as soon as we end the live. Which I'm running a little bit over where I wanted to be, but I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all you guys for stopping in and chopping it up with me today. Roy said, Matt wanna be like Roy. Yeah, Roy, you're my spirit animal. Luis said, looks like you gained some weight, dog. I'm pushing 250. When I first started my channel, man, I was like probably like 195, 200. And I wasn't eating bad. I wasn't eating freaking clean either, but I mean, I wasn't eating like Wendy's and McDonald's, all that stuff all the time. Where it went wrong is when I started doing them damn food challenges. You guys remember that when I was doing the lives and I was doing the nuggets and I was doing the Popeyes wings and what else was it? The tacos with Hulk Smash with George. After that is when I started to notice like my metabolism is like, it was bad. Like all that shit caught up to me in a hurry. So yeah, I have gained some weight. But I have been trying to eat better. I have been, so. Roy said, Luis, he's eating food instead of delivering it. That is true. That is very true. Hector, thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate it. Matt, you eating very well, my guy, and you got a better tan than me. Pump your fist. I don't want to hear nothing. Yo, dude, screw this guy. I can show you text. I've texted this dude like 4 times, and he has not responded to me. I was actually on Eric's earlier, like I told you guys earlier, and somebody asked me something about Hector, and I think it might have been Candy, and I said my Dominican best friend don't love me no more, or something like that. Luis said Roy. Rydell said, what up, Hector? Hector said, what's good, Rydell? Miss all you guys. I hope your channel's going well, man. Like I said, I really don't get on YouTube as much anymore, but when I do, if it is through the day, when I am not working, I do pop in. I just don't say anything usually, but you aren't pushing 250. You're like 200, 220. Bro, you want to bet? You want me to go get my scale right now? And I will show you. I literally weighed myself a few days ago, and I was like 242. 242. Hector said, LOL, I love you very much. Yeah. Nah, but I'm glad to see that you've stuck with the channel. And it seems to be doing very well. I'm very glad to see that. JK said, Hector has to ask Cherry if it's okay to text you back. He runs Hector in his channel. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And the thing is like, even the last time I was over there, Roy was on the panel. I think Cherry was on the panel, and I don't remember who else. But anyways, I even said like there was no issues with any of those, either one of those guys. I had zero issues with either one of them. Um, yeah, there's been no issues. If anything, I was thankful for both of them because they have both been very supportive of my channel. And when I met both of them, I actually met Roy because of Hector. I'd have never met Roy if it wasn't for Hector. And of course, I met Cherry through, the whole fucking red shit with me and Hector with Nobody's Favorite Podcast. That was my welcoming to meeting Cherry, the infamous Cherry. All right. Rydell said, Hector, I'm broke. I need to borrow a couple of dollars. I'm down bad. Dog, first off, don't listen to him. He has switched to Spark. He does not do DoorDash anymore. He's capping. Hector said, not true, JK, but it's fine. Hector said, Rydell, buy subs and I'll give you $50 super chat. He said, LOL. JK said, Hector messing with you. Hector said, JK, you don't even come around too, LOL. And then Roy said, oh, well, I'm just the evil YouTube piece of crap now, Matt, so stay clear, left my ass off. No, that's actually, funny story. So, not that you're a piece of crap. So, I think was you live yesterday, Roy, on YouTube with, I think it was a blonde girl or something like that, or Mads or something like that. Bro, I literally popped into that live when she was asking you about the Smash or Pass thing, about her sister. And dog, when you said, you got me feeling like a creep here because I don't even know how old she is, I about fucking spit like water, dude. I was like in tears. I was crying laughing. It was so funny. It was so funny. And it's good to see, like, I like how, like, your channel now, it's like you're with your thumbnails and everything, and the way it's like a calm setting like behind you and stuff like that. Like, it's a completely different change of pace from the whole gig stuff, which I know you're not really, like, you don't talk about the gig stuff, but it's a different change of pace from what a lot of the people in this space are used to. So keep it up, you're doing good. JK said, I don't really go anywhere, just Terry's and Eric's a little bit, staying away from all the drama channels, but they are turning Eric's into a drama channel. Yeah, see, JK, and I can't even speak on that, because I don't, like I said, I literally popped on Ron's in the chat last night. They were trying to tell me about stuff that's being said, about, like, his channel and what he's been doing. I mean, I know nothing. I literally, like, when I tell you I have not been on YouTube, I have not been on YouTube. I know nothing. And I didn't, even before, you can ask Hector. Hector will vouch for me on this. Like, when I would talk to him, like, after he would have his daily show over, he would have to explain to me, like, what I missed from, like, 2 weeks, because I just didn't know. So, like, if I didn't talk to him for, like, a week or two, he would literally, like, have to fill me in on so much stuff. And it was almost turned into, like, a 2-hour conversation. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, Eric kind of gave me a rundown earlier on kind of what's been going on. He told me there was some things about Serb and Dog and Flex or whatever. But, yeah, I know nothing of any of that stuff. Avoid me. Yeah, okay, dude, so I just saw all your comments on my stuff. Shout out to you for commenting and saying, where have I been, da-da-da-da. So I appreciate you for that. That's another part of one of the reasons why I also went live today, and I think I'm going to continue to do these lives on Sundays at 6:30 if you're just coming in. So he said, yo, why does that guy go live on your channel all the time? You guys share the channel. No. Okay, so you must have just came in because I think I went through this a little bit ago. So, anyways, all right. So, when I started cross streaming his lives to my channel, it was only for the purpose to help grow his channel. So, a lot of my subs would go over to his channel, right? Because at this point, he wasn't at 1,000 subs. I was just trying to get him to 1,000 subs. I'm not the only one that did it. Cherry also did it. Cherry got him a good bit of subs. So yeah, I mean, it was it was a group effort on multiple channels. But yeah, so I have mod powers on his StreamYard. So basically, what we did was we just linked my channel to his. So every time he goes live, it instantly goes live on both of our channels. And I just haven't changed it. We just haven't changed it. Like I said, now it's literally, I don't know, it's single digits, like I said earlier, that he's getting views from me. So basically, it worked. Everything that I wanted was either that, like I said, they've either converted over to his channel from my channel, or they're not watching it from my channel now, which is that's the goal. You want them to go to his channel, not be on my channel watching. JK, I was fishing lives and boring YouTube stuff. It's good for the brain. You was fishing lives, or you watch fishing lives? Another big thing that I watch on YouTube outside like the car stuff is I'm real big in, like, a lot of you guys have heard me talk about this, like when we were doing the daily show and stuff. Like the van renovations, like where they turn them into like stealth camp vans, like what are they called, the Sprinter vans or Astro vans or whatever you want to call it. They turn them into like these camp mobiles and stuff like that. I think that's the coolest crap ever, for real. I don't know why, I just think it's so cool to see them, like prime example with the Sprinters. It's just an open, like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, like, so the transit vans, they're just open in the back. Well, you got a blank canvas, and they'll put flooring in them, they'll put cabinets, they'll put a bed in there, they'll put a fridge in there, like, and you can just stay in there and park in Walmart parking lot, and nobody know. Hector, another $4.99. Thank you so much. You guys don't have to send me money. It's fine. I love Roy, but my heart is for Matt. You're so stupid, dude. Oh my God. Hector, text me after the live's over, if you can remember how to do that still. Tracy said, JK, it's not turning into a drama channel. Stop it. Oh, she must be talking about Eric's when he said that about Eric's. Yeah. Okay. JK said, hi again, Peach. Andy said, I'll fill you in. Andy Williams is the hottest gig channel in the space. Is that so? Well, let's go to your channel. Andy? Yes, I know I have a cracked screen up top, but I don't see any subs, bro. And no content. Do you have another channel? Maybe you're just meaning like your personality is a hot channel, maybe? I don't know. Fill me more in on that. Believe said, gotcha. Yeah, just tuned in, was with the girlfriend, but that all makes sense. Yeah, basically, like I said, it was just me trying to help him as a friend grow to his 1,000 subs. But like I said, it wasn't just me. I mean, it was other channels too that helped him get to that point. And also, before you guys say anything, like, I know I need to shave my beard, trim my beard. I know I need to get a fucking haircut, but the top of my head, if I gotta show you the top of my head, like, I'm thinning so bad, I have a bald spot. Like, it's almost bald. So I'm trying to hang on to, like, the last bit of hair that I have on my head. Rydell said, Dual X is a good one with the van conversions. Dual X, is that a brand, or is that a channel or something? What do you mean? I've never heard of that. I don't know what you're talking about. But there was this guy that I was watching there for a while, and I actually shouted his channel out on one of my edited content videos. He's got like 140,000 subscribers, right? So he's not even in this niche, nothing like that. and I shouted out his channel, and then I put his in the description, linking his channel. And he actually commented on my video and was like, "Thanks for the shout out. I appreciate it. Cheers." And he just does camping videos. He had a Chevy truck with a topper, and he put a bed in the back. He had all the stuff to do stealth camping. He would sleep in the bed of his truck, and he would go to like all the different campsites, stuff like that. I think he's from Nebraska or something like that. And Riker is going crazy. He's over here pawing at the door. But anyways, yeah. So that truck ended up blowing up. Something happened. He ended up buying a Ford F-150, brand new. He bought a base model. Got a topper for it. Basically, had to do the same thing. Put carpet in it. Built his own bed frame. Put a bed in it. Everything. Then he went and bought a lot of his subs was wanting to do like a van conversion. Well, he ended up finding like a 93 Chevy Astro van. Like, to me, they remind me of like old, I guess just old, because they have like blue carpet, blue seats. Like, it's like super nostalgic 90s. And everything was mint. Like, I mean, everything was clean. Even the paint and everything was clean. He actually said on one of his live streams, I think it was on his 100K live stream or 90K live stream. He said something about he would get the van ceramic coated, but the guy is kind of far away from, like, the closest place to him is far away, and it was kind of pricey. And I told him, I said, dude, I literally in the live chat, I was like, if you fly me out there, I was like, I will, and buy the ceramic coating off me, I would polish and ceramic coat that van for content purposes for both channels. Because I looked at it as, if he shouted me out, with him having 130,000 subscribers, even though it's going to be a totally different niche, I would still gain subs from that. So, I mean, you know, you got to kind of, but yeah, he asked where I was from, where I lived and stuff, and I told him I was in Ohio, and he was like, yeah, you're far, and I was like, yeah, I know. Rydell said channel. Oh, it's a channel. It's a black dude that served in the military. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've never heard of that channel at all. All right. We're over an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of catch everybody up to speed here on what's been going on. That's why I've not been on YouTube. You know, sometimes things get, you know, stressful, and the drama shit on here gets to be tough to deal with sometimes. But at the end of the day, you can always remember, like, you don't have to be on here. It's just an app. You can just not go to it. So yeah. But other than that, like I said, we will do these every Sunday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And let's get back in the groove of just trying to have these little hangouts. Yeah. Stop over by Hector's channel. He's got a daytime show. Eric's got a live show. Ron's got a live show. Who else was here? Roy's got a talk show. Sometimes he's got people on. He's always got people on. Like, I mean, who else was in here? Terry was not here, but Terry's another one. She's been going live a lot lately. It comes up on my suggested. Still, I'm not going to say anything about Cherry because I don't know what he's been doing. I don't know if he's been posting or anything. But yeah. And then, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Chuck for Dash Across America. I saw a video of his a while back where he got deactivated from DoorDash, all because of filming in Starbucks something. They said they didn't feel safe. No clue. But I guess he got his account back. I don't know. I need to reach out to Chuck and actually catch up with him because I haven't talked to him in a while. So all right, let's catch up with the chat and then we'll close this out. All right, so Rydell said, peace, nephew. All right, Unc. I always call Rydell nephew. And he's like, what the hell? He's like, we're the same age. Hector said, peace out, bro. I'll hit you up later. All right, man. Yeah, do that. Just text me, man. I'm gonna be changing his sway bar, so I'll respond as I'm free. Hector said, take care, everyone. What's up, Clark? Hey, stranger and Momos. You're like an hour late, bro. I've seen you in a couple lives lately, going crazy, talking crazy in the chats. You're still the same old Clark I see. But Clark, we're gonna do these every Sunday, 6:30, around there, Eastern Standard Time, and just gonna do hangout bullshit, chop it up. You guys can all fill me in on what I'm not hearing through the week. So, and Rydell said, peace, Hector. So, all right, guys. Thank you all very much. Hector, I appreciate the $14.98 with the 2 super chats today. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. And other than that, I guess we'll end the live here if I can figure it out. I don't know how to do it on this one. We're gonna have to figure this out. I think I just do this. All right, peace.